Hello everybody, it's me, Buzz from Buzz and Dragon, and unless you've been living under a rock for the past few weeks, you probably know that the Xbox One has been announced, and the PS4 has been announced too. That was quite a while ago actually, but, well, the Xbox One, no offense, but it kinda sucks, at least from what it looks like right now. Although E3 is, oh geez, 5 days away, at least from this recording, so we'll be probably in for some change. I am playing some Halo Custom Edition, which is a free mod for the um, Halo Combat Evolved on PC. I think you don't even have to download the game, the original game. I think it's just completely free. I think it even comes with a campaign too. So I'll put the download link in the description. So I was gonna do some Halo 2 and try to test out my capture card again. It's been like forever since I've used it, but well, I kind of suck at that game, especially since all the servers are MLG and FFA and stuff. So I'll just not do that. For some reason, Custom Edition was pretty easy. Oh, I just snorted. I don't know why, but okay, I made a little list here. It has all the drawbacks and the pros and cons of the new console generation and what I want to see. And these aren't really much, but they're just something I jotted down over a while. So let's just get started. So first thing I'm going to do, the drawbacks, and then the good things, and then what I want to see. So, finally adjust my mic real quick. Okay, the first thing is, looks like Microsoft at least is moving towards a digital distribution like Steam, and I have no problem with that. I have a Steam myself, but the only thing that's bad about that crap is, well, the Xbox, at least I think, from what I heard from one of my videos that I like to watch that keeps up with the news and everything, they said that the Xbox One will have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and oh jeez, I like digital distribution on PC because if I needed to, I can still I can add another hard drive and have all my storage there. On Xbox, it's possible, but, well, no offense to anyone here, but it kind of doesn't really cater to the super hardcore audience, at least what I think. I mean, not the hardcore audience. You can still be a hardcore gamer on it. I should know, but it caters to the people who really don't really care much about like how much gigahertz their processor is and stuff like that. So that's what one of the pros is about it anyway. But they might not want to ever exchange their hard drive or anything. I mean, 500 gigabytes, it fills up pretty fast. I got a new build, and I stuck one of them in there because it was on sale. And let's see how much that is. Well, let's see. I only have 300 gigabytes left, and why that might not say that much. My old computer had like 200 gigabytes worth of games on it, and that wasn't even my whole library. So, digital distribution, it's good for PC, but on Xbox and consoles, we'll have to see. I do like the optional choice of digital distribution on PlayStation 3, where I think if you buy it on disc, it doesn't you don't have to install it or anything like that, like you do on Xbox One. So that's a plus right there. Next point, DRM. For the Xbox One, Sony has announced that they are not doing DRM. I know over the course of this video, probably will be quote-unquote hating on the Xbox One. But there's one problem with that. Look at the thing, it's a piece of crap so far. What is it, a cable box or something? We don't know. I don't even know they mentioned video game console once in the reveal. So, I mean, that's just me, but you never know. So, DRM on Xbox. What that is basically they either don't let you get used games on your thing, and they make you purchase it again even if you buy a used game, or like the EA and online pass crap. That's another thing. One of the most disappointing times of my PlayStation 3 gaming was when I decided I was going to rent Battlefield 3 because I was a big Battlefield fan at the time. Super excited, plop a disc in, ready to play some multiplayer, online pass. Like, that made me mad. At least they should have at least made a rental store copy that has like a universal code. But then again, it would still, you could use that code for your actual copy you bought used yourself, if you know what I'm saying. So I could see a problem there. But DRM, EA moved away from it, but, it looks like we all thought that what they were doing was a good thing to us, but it wasn't, because they moved away from it right when Xbox announced they were going to require DRM for their consoles, so it kind of sucks. So they get to look like the good guy, and they still get to charge DRM on their consoles and their games. So, and then again, you got the Xbox tagging the game to your hard drive or something, and then when you sell it and someone else registers it, it wipes all the data, even your saves and stuff, from what I heard. And that's kind of crappy. Okay, the next thing, it also goes along with the Xbox One, always online, and we want the option, well, never mind, and the Stalker Connect, from what I heard, it always is on, it's always watching you. Why would you want that in your house? You complain about, like, Apple and stuff, like, tracking your purchases and stuff and storing them in your text and stuff, when they can literally install a device in your household and monitor your heart rates and everything and watch you and listen on everything you say. Why you would want to buy that is beyond me. Why you would trust any company with it, I don't care if it's the most secure company in the world, they can get hacked. I'm not saying the US government is the most secure thing in the world, because it's not, obviously. But, if hackers were able to breach it, they can probably breach Microsoft, that's all I know. So, I wouldn't at all want to buy that. I'm pretty sure, unless they say that the Kinect is not always going to be on, there's no way I will ever buy an Xbox One. Unless they have some soft mod for it or something, I might do that. And another drawback, which isn't really the console's fault, is of course mobile games. The rise of mobile. Oh god. And the Ouya, which we're not going to talk about right now, it's basically going to fail, whether you like it or not. So, I have to admit that. That's a whole nother video right there. So, so we got the pros. Oh, we're not done with mobile, sorry. This is my first video doing this crap. So, we got mobile. I don't think this is going to be a huge loss for, Microsoft and Sony here. But Nintendo will lose a bit of its install base from the original Wii, because a lot of the Wii, people who always played it, were casual gamers, and now you can go play Angry Birds or Cut the Rope on App Store or Google Play for next to nothing, for 99 cents, and get a mediocrely enjoyable game. Now, I'm not gonna say I actually do like those games, because I don't know. I've never been a fan of Angry Birds. I think it's a ripoff. Like when I see it in like the Angry Birds candy in store, it just screams cash in. But anyway, um, let's move on to pros. Decent hardware. It looks like it's going to be a 7850 or 7870 equivalent GPU in there, and a quad core. I know it's not too good. I think some high-end i3s can beat it, but then again, some high-end i3s can power some very, very powerful graphics cards anyway. And then again, you got to also factor in that they are consoles, and that they will always get an extra like 10 10 to 30 FPS increase, just because it's one piece of hardware that never changes, and that um, it's just way easy for developers to optimize it for. So we'll have to see what happens there. I think the PS4 is more powerful by a bit, just because of the RAM, but that's about it. So, next thing, no worries for whether or not you can play the game or not. On PC gaming, some of my friends, they have really, really crappy PCs, like absolute lowest end HD graphics from Intel, so they can't. A lot of the games don't even support their card, and it's pretty frustrating. They spend money on the games, and they don't really know that much about like whether or not it'll run on their system. Now, granted, they could look at their Steam on their system, like the minimum specs, and it'll usually say if it supports your card or not. But I don't know. So it kind of sucks there. But then again, with the Xbox and PS3 and Wii, even, you don't have to worry about that stuff unless the game's really, really poorly optimized and it gets like constant 15 FPS, and you're gonna be guaranteed a at least playable gaming experience. It's not going to be. It's guaranteed not to be the best you can get. That's what PC is. I mean, but the problem is it is more expensive, at least upfront costs. But you do save a bit through Steam because they're constant sales and everything. Speaking of which, summer sale coming up soon. But anyway. Another thing to note is that this console generation lasted for about 8 years. It started with the Xbox 360. Yeah, it's 8 years. So, the other console generations have lasted like around 6 to 5 years. And Sony also comes out and says that their consoles have a 2-generation lifetime, which back then meant 10 years. But now it's just 1 generation, so it doesn't matter. So we're talking 16 or 17 years. And to be honest, I think this actually will be one of the last generations of consoles, because mobile gaming, like I said, is coming up, and pretty soon it's going to be a near console experience with like all the fancy graphics chips and stuff. I played a game, it's like, I forgot, Blitz Brigade I think it's called. It's like a TF2 clone. It was pretty fun actually. So next thing, what I want to see. You need to be focused on games to win this generation, and I'm pretty sure that one of the console hardware developers will go. They won't go bye-bye, but, they'll stop making and discontinue their console, or at least fail miserably. Now, who I think that'll be, right now I'm leaning towards Xbox One. Although, since Microsoft is made of money, basically, we don't have to worry about them discontinuing anytime soon. But that's just what I think. And then, optional Kinect and ability to turn the Kinect off. That thing is creeping me out right now. I don't think anyone likes that. Besides, the Kinect anyway is just a rip-off. I don't know. It's just not even worth your time. And I don't like motion gaming. If I wanted to do that, I'd go outside and play some sports, which is a better experience anyway. Next, keyboard and mouse support. I think PlayStation 3 has that with some of its games. If they had that, I would be in heaven. I think the Steam box will have it for sure, but if it doesn't, I can look to this. Xbox One, for some reason, I don't think it'll have it, but PlayStation 4, since the 3 already has support, or at least partial support, then we shall see that. And with keyboard and mouse, you'll get a lot more features for your money, which is actually features I will use, unlike the fantasy football tracking or whatever on Xbox One. I mean, if you go to a near PC quality browser on your console, I'll be impressed. But that's about all I have to say about that. This is Buzz and Dragon. I'm sorry if I bored you to death. If you watched the end of this video, that's saying something. So, you may want to subscribe, I don't know. Leave a like below, and that's all. See you guys later. Thanks for watching, and bye.